Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Jeremy Craves here, breaking down the PlayStation Store's top downloads of February 2018. Hanging on to the top spot was Monster Hunter World. I'm still playing and enjoying this game. Here's some more of my gameplay. I've crossed the 40-hour mark, have not beat the main story yet, but just chipping away at the missions, doing high rank stuff now, trying to get stronger armor and weapons. It's hard for a game to keep my attention for so long, so I'm certainly slowing down, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm still going to play with friends. At no point in the month did this game get a discount, so it held on to the top spot with the $59.99 price tag. Number 2, NBA Live 18. This game was on sale for most of the month, going as low as $4.49. Number 3, Shadow of the Colossus. This is the remake. I do intend on grabbing this eventually. I tried the remaster, but even then the controls were a little too dated for me, so looking forward to jumping into this eventually. It launched with a $39.99 price tag, and good to see a PlayStation exclusive jumping high on the chart. Number 4 is FIFA 18. This game was on sale for much of the month, going as low as $19.79. Number 5, Madden 18. This game was on sale for half the month, going as low as $17.99. A pleasant surprise at number 6 was UFC 3, a game that did launch this month. I don't have much interest in it myself, but very happy to see that people do have interest in it. Great way for people to learn fighters' names and such. It did launch with the $59.99 price tag. Hanging on to the number 7 spot for 2 months in a row was Rainbow Six Siege. This game was on sale for 2 weeks in February, going as low as $24.99. Staying in the top 10 for 2 months in a row was Dragon Ball FighterZ. A little bit of a drop, but good to see there's still interest in it. This game is brand new still, so no price drop, hanging on to the $59.99 price tag. Number 9 is another new release from February, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Not a game that has my attention necessarily. People are describing it like a Skyrim game without the fantasy, a realistic take on a historical time period. This is CGI cutscenes from the trailers. It sounds like it's running pretty janky at the moment, but some people are loving it, some people are hating it. There is some controversy surrounding the game. I was completely unaware of it until well after its release, but feel free to look into that. I don't think it attributes to the game's success, but yeah, worth looking into. PlayStation only gave us the top 10 this month, so closing it out is Gang Beasts at number 10. I was surprised to see this here since it launched in December and wasn't on January's top 20, and it was on sale at no point in the month, so held on to the full price tag of $19.99. Only thing I can think that helped was Donkey did a video on it on YouTube, and it cracked me up and sold me on the game. Me and Jenna do these charity streams encouraging 1v1 gameplay, so it looks perfect for that, so we're trying to do these every Friday on Twitch. Good game, surprised to see it here, but good to see it here. After looking at all the new releases and sales from the month, one game is noticeably missing from the list. New release, Metal Gear Survive. I often won't root against a game's success, but I will be rooting against Konami games going forward. This is the first post-Kojima Metal Gear game, and it's good to see people put their money where their mouth is. People talked a lot of shit, and they backed it up. Not making the list is pretty significant, especially since UFC did make the list. Conor McGregor, the face of the UFC, sold better than the Metal Gear brand, and it's good to see that people know that this isn't the Metal Gear brand anymore, and have moved on, it seems. So, fuck Konami, as always. In addition to Game Beast, some of the other purchases I made this month that weren't on the top 10 list was a new release, Crossing Souls. For PlayStation Plus members, this game launched to a discounted price of $11.99. Don't know much about it, but I'm a huge Devolver fan, so whenever I see that logo, I don't usually hesitate to spend my money. It was on hand at PSX, but Jenna and I ended up trying Swords of Ditto instead. But yeah, looking forward to this one. In late February, PlayStation ran a promotion. If you spend $100, you get 15 back. And I'm always a sucker for this promotion. Since I'm always buying games, I figure I might as well get the cash back. So, to start off my list of how I crossed that $100 mark was Uncharted Lost Legacy. I think the Uncharted series is a must-play for PlayStation owners. This is the only Uncharted game I haven't played. I know I'd get it eventually, so I decided to grab it for the discounted price of $19.99. Purchase number 2 to cross that $100 mark was Horizon Zero Dawn's DLC, Frozen Wilds. I beat the game, actually got the platinum even, and I really love this. Another must-own for PlayStation owners. Look forward to jumping into the DLC one day. Purchase number 3 to cross that $100 mark was Nex Machina. This is a Housemarque game that supports local co-op. It was discounted all the way down to $5.99. The fourth purchase during the promotion was What Remains of Edith Finch, developed by Giant Sparrow and the follow-up to The Unfinished Swan. This game has remained on my radar with numerous award nominations at the end of 2017 and regularly popping up on the PSN sales. I've not seen it drop below the $10.99 price tag I took advantage of here. Okay, halfway there. We're at $51.96 of $100. Purchase number 5 was Sundered. This is a game I became aware of at PSX a few years ago. I didn't try it personally, but a friend of mine did, and raved about it. I couldn't bring myself to stand another long line at this point, but went back to the booth to have a look. Knew I'd eventually have to check it out. I have yet to see it drop below the 50% off price of $9.99. Purchase number 6 is Resident Evil 7. I'd passed on getting this at launch, thinking I would get PSVR at some point. I still hope I do get it one day, but I got tired of waiting and I needed to cross that $100 mark. The gold edition was on sale for $39.99. I meant to point this out last time. Credit to Capcom for starting 2017 and 2018 off with a bang. Hopefully they stick with the first-person survival horror, even though it didn't sell like Monster Hunter World. The final purchase, putting the damage at $111.93, is Pyre. Talked about this game in last month's highlight section. It was again on sale for $9.99, so I put my money where my mouth is. I expected Supergiant Games to deliver, and they have. On top of playing Monster Hunter World when I can, I started this game. Here's some gameplay. I'll do an in-depth video once I finish it, but some quick thoughts. This is a text-heavy story. There's a tiny bit of voice acting, but if you want the whole story, you'll be reading a lot. The story is always progressing towards the next match. My team is on the left, and the A is on the right. It's challenging, which got me to rage a bit on stream, but fun and fair. There are different characters to choose from and level up, so yeah, so far so good, though all the reading won't be for everyone. To close the show, we'll be doing the highlight section on the publisher Ubisoft, and the games they are regularly discounting. First up is Assassin's Creed Origins. This is a series that lost me during Assassin's Creed 3, so it's been a while. We do own it, and Jenna used it as a jumping on point to the series. She loved the game and is insisting that I give it a shot. I'll update if that ever happens. In February, it dropped to $40.19. Ghost Recon Wildlands. This game never interested me, but if it looks like your type of game, or your friends are playing it, it's regularly going on sale for $19.79. Watch Dogs 2. I played the first game, didn't hate it, and as I was working my way towards the $100 on that promotion, I was looking at this one. You may notice though that none of the games I got for the cashback were open world. I'm really getting open world fatigue. I know I'll get it eventually. Lowest price I've seen came up again in February for $19.79. South Park: The Fractured But Whole. This is a game we got day one. We love South Park and love Stick of Truth, but we both started this game and quit. The grid combat was definitely a change for the worse in my opinion. It was half off in February for $29.99. Rainbow Six Siege. This game is really going strong and is always recommended. It looks great, but there's only so much time to get good at multiplayer games. I'm really competitive and I just can't bring myself to do it. As I pointed out, it held the 7th spot on the PS Store top downloads for 2 months in a row, while being more expensive in February, only dropping to the sale price of $24.99, up from January's sale price of $19.99. For Honor. I tried the open beta for this game, and never cared to play it again honestly. They did just add dedicated servers, so if that's something you've been waiting on, the game is regularly discounted to $19.79. The Division. When this game launched, I bought a $100 gold edition for me and another gold edition for Jenna. We played the game for 2 weeks, and it was a mess. My biggest problem with Ubisoft is releasing games like this with way too many issues. It's supposedly fine now, but we felt burnt and never went back. I have zero excitement for the sequel that was just announced. The Division had a sale price of $35.99 in February. Far Cry 4. I played and enjoyed Far Cry 3. It had local co-op, so it was something I could play with Jenna back when we were working with only one console. They got away from split screen in Far Cry 4, so as a vote with my wallet, I never picked it up. Certainly didn't make a difference, with Primal and the upcoming Far Cry 5 maintaining the change. Far Cry 4 is often bundled with Primal at a discount. In February, the 4th entry in the series was discounted to $11.99. Speaking of Far Cry Primal, this is the more recent Far Cry game, coming after 4, so it carries a little bit higher of a price tag. During the sales in February, it was $14.99. The Crew. I haven't played a racing game since Gran Turismo 2. If you're a fan of racing games, The Crew occasionally drops below $10. Maybe you're wondering, why did you highlight Ubisoft? You didn't like or play any of those games. Well, I've been thinking a lot lately with all the talk of investors, microtransactions, and loot boxes. I'm actually considering investing in a game company's stock. Not like I have a savings that would give me a voice to have influence. I'm not entirely certain I'll do it, but if I do, I'm leaning more and more towards Ubisoft. They don't or haven't made games that fit my taste, but several of their titles sold over 1 million copies last year, so they know what the masses want. The optics also help. Maybe it's only to boost morale during a potential takeover from Vivendi, but the way the head guy presents and talks about the Ubisoft teams seems genuine and caring, which is worth something to me. They're also opening a ton of studios, creating lots of jobs across the world. If I ever did have a voice in Ubisoft, I would say, hey, these maps are getting too fucking big, and the collectathon shit is tedious. 2. Push each game back 6 months so day 1 supporters don't feel like damn beta testers. So I wanted to go on record about Ubisoft before I potentially had a dog in the fight. This will wrap up this month's breakdown of the PlayStation Store's top downloads. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like, dislike, and or subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.